Hey, what's going on? What's going on, guys? This is your man, Real Deal Steven Steele, coming to you live, a Friday night live. What is going on? What is going on, guys? Good to see you. Good to see you all. My goodness, we've got a great show lined up for you tonight, and we're coming hot off the heels of just being on Miles G's live stream. Both Nick and I were guests on his live stream, so we're just going from double feature tonight, folks. The double feature is in full effect, and we've got some interesting things to talk about tonight, a few provocative things to talk about tonight, and certainly our share of comedy to talk about tonight. And so we are just excited. I'm glad to have you guys all here. Some familiar names in the chat, some new ones as well. And who do we got in here? We've got Steve Ravas. We've got someone claimed to be Ross Nickel. Not so sure about that one. We've got the Golden Greaser. We've got Hector the Dude. We've got Larry Ramirez. We've got Bang Stun. Everybody Bang Stun tonight. It's Golden Greaser. I think I got that one already. Gremlin, welcome back. Slay Blaze, Doge Rat 7-1, Dave Carter, Crypto Tank Girl, Lady Doge, and the beat goes on, and the beat goes on. Good to see you guys. Oh my, look out. We've got Upshot in the building too. Captain McNinja. Wow. Captain McNinja, Chad Bagley, and they keep filtering in. Guys, before we get started, if I could ask you just to take a moment of your time to smash that like button. It takes a split second of your time. Doesn't cost you a dime. So number one thing you can do to help a new emerging channel like this, get up in front of more people, get through those tricky YouTube algorithms. And then also, if you're brand new here, I would like to personally welcome you. You're watching Steven Steele Live. I am Steven Steele. We've got an awesome community here. Would love to have you be a part of it. So feel free to not be shy. Speak up in the chat. We've got a very welcoming, cool community here. And make sure we want to make sure we welcome all the new people here too, guys. That's very important. I invite you guys to subscribe if you're new here. Hit all that notification bell, since sometimes we do these awesome spontaneous late night streams like the one tonight. I wasn't even planning on going live tonight, but spontaneously decided to do so at the last minute. So you don't want to miss those. And if you feel compelled to super chat anywhere throughout the night, that is hugely appreciated for the time and efforts that are put in. And I'd like to welcome Golden Greaser to membership. Welcome to membership, Golden Greaser. And how do you become a member? You simply click the link at the top of the chat. That lets you know what the membership options are. Abstractia says, let's go, Steven Steele. All of Upshot subscribers. Yeah, I think there is... there definitely have been some movement, people migrating from what was once the Upshot channel to this one. So welcome all former Upshot community members, all former Upshot channel watchers. Welcome to this community. I'm not going anywhere, particularly with your money. I'm not going anywhere. Just to make that perfectly clear. At this time, I would like to introduce my co-host, a man that needs no introduction in these parts. Y'all know him. Y'all love him. It's Dogecoin millionaire Nick Balls. How you feeling, Nick?
Oh, I'm pretty good, Steven. We just rocked it out on Miles' channel. I had a great time.
Yeah, this is what they call the twin spin.
Yeah, this reminds me of like early March when I was doing like 4 shows a day. Back to the grind. I was like bouncing around from like Jerry to Upshot to Crypto Batman. I do like 3 or 4 shows every day. So kind of feels like that again.
Yeah, getting back to those original Surge era days. Golden Greaser coming in with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Golden Greaser. And then we've got another super chat from someone who's claiming to be Upshot. He's back again. Upshot for $4.99. Big catalyst for Tiger King coin. Next week's going to pump huge. The line gets a little blurry between parody and non-parody these days, but thank you, quote unquote Upshot. Thank you for the super chat and welcome guys. So yeah, we just got talking about a lot of stuff, mostly Dogecoin, but there were a lot of interesting questions that we covered just in relation to cryptocurrency and the market in general. What does the future hold? We're all kind of making some predictions and making sense out of the recent, somewhat of a bear market here and what we can expect going forward. So we covered a lot of good things over there. And it was, I had never been on Miles G's show before. Had you, Nick?
Nope. No one has. We were the first.
Oh, so we were we were his first guests.
Yeah, I was talking to him about that before you got in
Oh
there.
my goodness! See, I didn't know that. Yeah. I'm honored. I didn't know we were literally the first guests on Miles G's channel. That's awesome.
Miles usually live streams during the day, which is what I like. Like that was I think that's why I originally started watching his live streams during. Like they came on at like a perfect time for me because he's in Florida, much like Batman. He's actually not too far away from Batman. So
yeah,
I started watching him when I was like doing cardio in the middle of the day.
Gotcha.
He's got a good live stream. Normally, I'll be honest, he has like really good music, but he couldn't have music this time because
of the StreamYard thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you could do music with StreamYards.
I don't know. It's got to go through. He uses OBS normally. And I think I don't know what the integration is there for audio, but that was his first time using StreamYard, so he'll figure it out. Yeah,
he'll figure it out. Well, I got a few stories to get to tonight, and we'll just kind of give our thoughts on those and whatever else comes our way. And guys, if you have any questions for either Nick or myself, feel free to put them in the chat. I will be watching the chat and see what we can do regarding that and answer them as thoroughly as we can. Guess who's back in the news? It's the Dogecoin millionaire, the one that's getting all the press, not you, Nick.
I'd rather have it that way.
Yeah, I know you would. I just think it's funny that he's actually not technically a Dogecoin millionaire right now, but you are. Glauber Contasoto is back, and he's been in a few different mainstream media financial news articles about him today. This one comes courtesy of Market Insider, and the title is "An Elon Musk-inspired Dogecoin investor made over $1 million on the meme coin before the crypto sell-off. Now he's buying the dip." Dogecoin investor Glauber Contasoto says he's still buying the Dogecoin dip. His holdings were worth more than $1 million before the recent cryptocurrency sell-off. Dogecoin is my savings account, he said, convinced that the asset will succeed. Contasoto, a 33-year-old Los Angeles resident, became a millionaire in April after investing $180,000 in Dogecoin. Quite a difference in margins. Not that those are bad margins; those are obviously incredible margins, but not Nick Ball's incredible. You put in 10,000, and are a comfortable millionaire now. But
Multi.
Yeah, you're a multi-millionaire from a $10,000 investment, where he is. He's got in nearly $200,000, and at Dogecoin's ATH was a bit over $1 million, right? So he invested his life savings into the cryptocurrency when it was trading at 45 cents in February. Was his entry level around 45 cents? No. Or it can't be right. That can't be right.
It was at like 4 cents.
Okay, that would make more sense. That's a clumsily worded sentence in this article, because it does give that impression. Dogecoin is my savings account. We'll see how it all pans out, he said in a tweet. This will either change the game or be a train wreck, but until then, I'll take a rain check, he said. When Dogecoin hit 17 cents per coin on July 17th, he invested another $5,300. Since then, the coin has struggled to return to its previous peak of about 70 cents. Contestoto's holdings are now valued near $760,000, according to a screenshot he posted recently. Look at the graphs, look at the years, look at the trends, look at the all-time highs and the lows over time, he said. The most ironic and entertaining outcome, and then it ends with the article ends with the infamous Elon quote about it. So the media seems to be just really fascinated with this guy, due to, and I think the main reason why they are continually fascinated with him is because he continues to hold, is because he didn't sell any Dogecoin at its ATH around 71 cents. To the casual onlooker, to the casual people that don't follow cryptocurrency, let alone Dogecoin, super closely, well, this seems rather insane, right? And such conclusions could be described for you as well, Nick. What would you say to that kind of person?
Well, I mean, he's got a plan. He's sticking to it.
Yeah.
And he appears to be a long hauler, of which I am as well.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a longer hauler than he is. But yeah, I mean, I think that having a plan, having an exit strategy, and executing that is what everyone should be doing. His initial investment, like, people might think, wow, it's really high, like, that's, crazy. But he's got a plan, and he's sticking to the plan. Mm-hmm. And it's very tempting to not stick to the plan.
Yeah.
Ask Billy. But the regret and the anxiety and all that really happens when you sell. And it doesn't matter, right? Because, like, you could sell for I could have made $1 million, or but then if we get to $1, I would have lost $300,000. So it's like, it's hard, but I applaud him for executing and coming up with the strategy and sticking to it.
Yeah, right on. And nobody knows that better than you, honestly. So Yahoo Finance covered this next one, courtesy of Bazinga, and I didn't even know this was a thing until... Well, I didn't even really notice it was a thing until I came across this article, but I must have missed it. Did you? The title of the article is Dogecoin Community Celebrates Low Effort Meme Day today. So read this low effort article about it, written by Shivdeep Diwali. Did you know today was Dogecoin Low Effort Meme Day, Nick?
It was actually yesterday.
Okay.
I think Billy started this whole thing. I thought it was hilarious. I had not read the article, but please tell me the article is like one word or one sentence, and it was just like it was pretty good.
I wish that would have been extra funny, but no, they actually put a couple paragraphs in here. But
they missed the whole
point. I know. And don't get me wrong, it's not a very long article at all. It mostly rests on retweeting Greg and Billy, but it just kind of describes that Billy Marcus declared that it was low effort meme day. Who are we to go up against the meme lord? So here's a low effort, sloppily put together article in honor of this momentum occasion. And then it shows a few memes that Billy released for low effort meme day, and then a couple that Greg put out for low effort meme day. And then okay, here's the initial tweet about it that I'm reading out from. I missed this. I don't know I missed this because I keep a really close eye on all these things typically, but I missed low effort meme day. My last entry for low effort meme day, Billy said. Billy Marcus, he's the creator of Dogecoin, for those who don't know. The goal of this is to get more of the Dogecoin community making memes and to show how easy it is to make them. Memes are more than silliness. They are a way to get a message across succinctly and memorably. Memes are powerful if used well. And then there are some Billy Marcus doodles, and then a few community member ones that made the cut too. Yeah, I missed low effort meme day. Did you create any low effort memes, Nick Balls?
I did not. I can't remember. I was doing something yesterday. I don't remember what I was doing, but I was bouncing around. Oh, I had like a million different errands to run, so I was kind of like in my car most of the day. But I did check it out, and I saw a lot of funny, like, stick figures and like really low quality memes. I thought it was great. Sometimes, quantity over quality, and it works.
Yeah, well stated. And welcome, Abstractius Artemis, to membership. Welcome to the membership squad. That lean, mean, green on the scene. That's what I love to see. I love it. So enjoy the exclusive material and the badge and the membership emojis that have been unleashed at your disposal. But welcome aboard. Next story here is so Dogecoin Rise specifically made a Bazinga article earlier today. Exclusive Dogecoin Rise on working with brands supporting Doge community, Elon Musk. So this is a piece talking with Dogecoin Rise. Known by many as Dogecoin Rise, the man behind the account is a 28-year-old by the name of Kenneth from California. Kenneth got started in Dogecoin 1 month into the pandemic of 2020. The move came after a cousin tried to convince him to buy Bitcoin, but he saw was turned off by the high price per coin. So Dogecoin Rise said, Doge caught my attention because of how cheap it was. He found the crypto as one of several offered by Robinhood. So this is a typical story, right? Gets the first Dogecoin Rise's story is a very typical one that we see in the Doge community. Doge is their first cryptocurrency. They first buy it on Robinhood, and then they're just kind of drawn in by the community, and then they go on to push, which is important. Dogecoin Rise went on to talk about how important it is working with brands and how successful Dogecoin has been with that, and how we should continue to focus on that, which I entirely agree. So Dogecoin Rise was the person who got involved with Conagra Brands, who owns Slim Jim. He messaged
that was my old customer.
Hey, what do you mean it's your old customer?
At my old job, I used to have Conagra as one of my customers.
Oh, you're no.
They're huge company.
Yeah, and they, they're an IPO too, I believe. Yeah. He messaged the company to see how many retweets it would take to get a Dogecoin themed Slim Jim. Slim Jim responded with the opportunity numbered at 6,900 retweets, and Dogecoin Rise took the challenge to the community. So I remember that Dogecoin Rise is the one that kind of leveraged that to make that happen. So, and then Dogecoin Rise says he would like to see more brands accept Dogecoin as payment, including Amazon, a company the community has been targeting. We really want Amazon to accept Doge for payment. So good to see some press going to Dogecoin Rise, and good to see just press going to some prominent Dogecoin community members. I think that's a good thing, obviously. Now, talking about Dogecoin being added to Amazon as payment, the media has been making a kind of a new story out of this today, even though it's not quite a new story. But have you gotten a chance to check this out? Is there anything more significant about the evolution in the story of Amazon accepting cryptocurrency that's come out today that we haven't seen previously?
Yeah, I don't know why the story is getting like dragged back up. This was a story from like 3 or 4 months ago.
I know.
Amazon added a crypto position. Like they advertised that they were looking for somebody in crypto. I mean, that in itself is newsworthy. I don't know why it's because it got resurfaced, because this is like a 4-month-old story. I don't know if anything's changed. It doesn't appear to.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Amazon should. I think they should add crypto.
Yeah. Maybe
it says a lot of. There's like everybody's reporting on it right now.
Right.
And the Amazon interest in crypto increasing with new job posting. This posting was 4 months old. Maybe they hired somebody. I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe it's maybe what's new about the story, Nick, is there's like a for sure new hire guy that's been appointed that wasn't there before, you know?
Yeah.
So maybe that's it. Because that's the only thing I can think of that would possibly be new, because everyone was coming at me today about the story, and I was looking at it and I'm like, this isn't new.
Amazon already owns a blockchain company, by the way. Amazon has a fully managed blockchain service called Amazon Managed Blockchain. That's been around. So, I don't know. They're looking for somebody with 10 plus years of relevant experience. Hey, I could maybe apply.
Yeah, man.
High level of autonomy. You know what I would tell them is just pair with, get in talks with BitPay and figure something out. Amazon, free. Hire me. You can pay me in Dogecoin. I want 1 million Dogecoin a year. And I will just all I'm going to tell you is to pair with BitPay, and they can integrate tomorrow.
Yeah.
1 million Dogecoin, please.
Gremlin 12345 asks, how does Steele only have 4K subs? He's the best on the tubes. Well, my friend, it's a question I ask myself every day. No, but seriously, thank you for the compliment and the flattering comment. Hopefully we'll just keep growing here. I think we are. Zombie Doge Army. Hello, Steve and Nick. Hello back, my friend. Hello back. Doja Palooza is going to rock. Yeah,
they announced today on Benzinga.
Yeah. Let me look that up. I think that was in one of my notes today that I wanted to get to.
Going to be in Sugar Land, Texas, in October.
Well, I like the sound of Sugar Land.
You want to go?
Maybe. When is it?
Like October 9th.
I might be in for that. Yeah. I'm just looking up for some I'm looking up for some details on Doja.
I'm on the team, so I could probably get us in.
Okay. Yeah, let's talk about it. I wouldn't mind
you know who's playing?
Who?
Dionne Warwick.
Really?
Yeah, I thought that was kind of crazy, but I'm for it.
Yeah, I like Dionne Warwick. It's like really random, but I like it.
Really random. Her
Wow.
son's playing too.
Really?
He's a DJ apparently. Yeah.
That is so awesome. That's so interesting.
I'm on the team for them, so I'm in their group chat. I don't really have like. I told them when I had a call with them, like I don't really have much to offer, but my buddy, my business partner, actually took. He invested in Dogecoin with me in 2014, and he took out. I think he sold $500,000 a couple months ago, and he started a food truck company.
Yeah.
So he's in the process of building the truck right now, and it might be done in time. So I'm going to try and get his food truck down there if everything works out.
Amazing. That'd be awesome. TJ Braymiller. That's a name I haven't seen in a bit. Good to see you, TJ. $10 super chat. Haven't listened in a while, but I just want to let you guys know I still support you guys. Much love. Thank you. Right back at you, TJ, and thank you for the
support.
What's that?
I was just saying thanks.
Oh yeah, and good to see you, TJ. Good to see you back in the mix. But yeah, let's talk about Dogeapalooza. I would love to see Dionne Warwick and whoever else is going on down there. Honestly, I haven't been keeping up with the evolution of that festival, of that project. So, but
I'm in the chat for it, and also one of my favorite gym companies that I've worked with before.
Yeah,
is in Sugar Land, Texas. So
nice.
I could go down there and get two birds stoned at the same time.
So who are you working with that's already in Sugar Land?
Alpha Elite.
Wow. I like the name of it. They're cool. I like Sugar Land, Texas. 7-1 says, do either of you, Steven or Nick, have a P.O. box? Not at this time. I haven't really found enough of a need for one, but not that I would be opposed to getting one, but not this time. You don't have a P.O. box, do you, Nick?
No, I think my business partner does, though. We use it for our company. I don't have it.
I mean,
I thought about it. When I had a YouTube, like when I was doing my YouTube thing, if I was going to keep at it, I'd probably get a P.O. box. But
I mean, I have an email. I have an email that's Steven Steele is real at Gmail. In case someone wants to reach out to me that way. TJ Braymiller, welcome to membership. Good to have you on board. And feel free to check out the membership emojis that you just unlocked, my friend.
Looking for the Houston airport right now. I've been to it like a bazillion times.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't remember where it is.
The Houston airport?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm seeing where we would, because I think if we're gonna go down to the Dogeapalooza, we'd probably fly into Houston.
Yeah. Oh, here's another story from CNBC. Ethereum price rises after Elon Musk confirms he owns the cryptocurrency. So the price of the cryptocurrency Ethereum rose Wednesday after Elon Musk confirmed he owns it. Ethereum was up 12% on Wednesday before Musk's comments. Musk also expressed his support for cryptocurrency in general, despite his environmental concerns related to mining. Ethereum, which was already rallying that day, touched its high on the session after Musk's mention. It was up more than 12%, near highs of that day. Musk repeated his support for cryptocurrency in general, saying one thing you do need to watch out for with crypto, especially Bitcoin, using proof of work, using energy. That's a bit too much and not necessarily good for the environment. Musk also said, if the price of Bitcoin goes down, I lose money. I might pump, but I don't dump, said Musk. I definitely do not believe in getting the price high and selling or anything like that. I would like to see Bitcoin and cryptocurrency succeed. So this flies in the face of the narrative of most of his detractors that their distaste for Elon Musk usually hinges and is centered around the idea that the only reason why Elon is so into cryptocurrency and so into Dogecoin is because he's just pumping it for his own bags. I don't believe that to be the case. And Elon explicitly addressed this on the B word, right? And this is also someone who's already so wealthy. Why would they even have the motivation, to blatantly do that and to cause so much turmoil that would inevitably surround him if he were to handle things that way? It doesn't make any sense to me. What do you say, Nick?
Yeah, I think it's funny because like Tesla's public filings are known. Like we know how much Bitcoin they bought, we know how much they sold. It just doesn't make any sense. Like people don't realize the price of Bitcoin right now is pretty close to where Tesla bought it at.
Wow.
So it doesn't make sense for them to like manipulate the market. Like and personally for Elon himself, like he owns all of this stuff. Like why would he want the price to go down? It does not make any sense at all. So, for a dude who's got all the money in the world, like I don't think he like spends his afternoons thinking about how he can like suppress the price of like an internet meme coin. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's what's going on here.
Yeah, and it's interesting because the biggest crypto content creator on the internet, BitBoy Crypto, has been repeatedly and fiercely attacking Elon Musk, making explicitly anti-Elon Musk videos, hinging on this very concept. So to me, it's a bit disheartening and alarming to see the most popular cryptocurrency influencer on the internet propagate such what appears to be blatant falsities, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty, BitBoy is a troglodyte. I don't know. I think we got into Bitcoin at the same time, the same year. He obviously became the biggest, crypto YouTuber, and created a company, around it. But he's not the end all be all, guys. Like, this is a guy who like does not take care of himself. Like, I'm sorry, but like, this is just me personally. Anybody who like is in like in that position where they're like the face of something, and like physically they're not like at least making an effort to like be healthy, kind of. Like, I don't know. It just troubles me. What's going on in their brain? I don't know. Just worries me. Usually when you're like eating whatever you want and not exercising, and like you have a lot of pressure to make things, like to put out content, like your brain's gonna get warped. That's why I go to the gym every day.
Yeah, noted, and fair enough. I think it's definitely for the attention in part two to get more views, but this is a guy that he tweeted out one night that he called Elon Musk a douchebag, and he said that he thinks that Elon Musk belongs in jail, and then made a video pretty much saying that Elon Musk is the worst thing to ever happen to crypto. To me, this just is so hyperbolic and silly, particularly since it's known that BitBoy Crypto's highest positions are in Bitcoin, and This idea that Elon Musk is an enemy of Bitcoin is kind of silly, particularly since he's initially responsible for bringing so much additional money and attention to it in the first place. Now, just because he temporarily severed his relationship with Bitcoin and Tesla doesn't mean that he's anti-Bitcoin. I mean, he made that quite clear by his participation in the B Word conference. And I think Elon did an awesome job of just being honest about maybe some aspects of Bitcoin that aren't the strongest, that could be done better, while acknowledging all the great things about it and being a strong supporter. Your thoughts, Nick?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately Elon is doing what he thinks is best for the planet and for the human race. These are huge, gigantic, like, this is stuff that's beyond crypto. It's beyond the economy. It's like, these are all gigantic undertakings. Like, sending humans to Mars is not a small feat. Like, it's never been done. Getting the Earth back on track and not so screwed up is not a small feat. Like, I think it's hilarious. Elon today was talking about how Tesla, he was on Twitter, like people were asking him, why don't you sell Teslas in India? And he's like, well, they won't let me. And essentially all of India. By the way, guys, I don't care. Like, if you're like, I have a lot of friends from India. I feel bad for them because India is a wreck. It is an absolute wreck of a country. It is trashed. They have completely devastated their environment. It is a catastrophe over there. The amount of pollution that India puts out is unreasonable. It's insane. And then they won't allow for electric vehicles. They won't allow, the taxation on imports is like crazy. They won't allow for like green renewables, but they're saying they're trying to clean up the environment. It's a joke. India, I'm talking to you, you're a joke of a country. And they are 100 years behind everyone else, and they're bringing the rest of the world down with them. And I find it absolutely ridiculous what the Indian government has done to the people there. It is astonishing that it's allowed to continue like that, based on how large of a country they are. They should be light years ahead of where they're at now, and most major homes in India don't have indoor plumbing. It is outrageous. And I think there should be, if it wasn't for their production level and what they make, the major countries would be already severing their ties with India. The problem is they produce so much, and the way they do that is by just dumping on the environment, and it's horrific, and it needs to stop.
Yeah. I agree. It's difficult to have serious conversations about environmental wellness until the pollution levels that are coming out of countries like India and China together really make up. I don't know the exact data on it is eluding me, but it's the majority. It's the majority.
China's bad. Don't get me wrong. China's definitely not good. But they're at least making, they're making improvements,
Right.
They are, because China knows that the last time they got caught up behind, being behind the rest of the world, it really screwed them up big time. So they're not going to make that mistake again. India is, they don't even, I mean,
China, making an effort.
China's making some sort of an effort, and trust me, they're not the greatest, but India is on another level. It is out of control pollution in India, and it's really sad to see, because it could be a beautiful country, and it once was an incredible country, and it has become an absolute terror.
Yeah. To me, from all the data and the statistical analysis that I've looked at in regards to environmental sustainability, it seems to me that the big elephant in the room regarding it is overpopulation, and you can't be serious about addressing worldwide environmental concerns and conservation if you're not willing to address and at least address and have a honest dialogue about overpopulation. Overpopulation is really the biggest factor, ingredient in all of this. Until we can effectively address the topic of overpopulation, I'm not saying that efforts are in vain by any means, but it's just interesting to me that nobody wants to talk about it,
well, it's because it's like a taboo topic. You don't want to trash a whole, culture of people. Mm-hmm. But the issue is they've, over the past, 100 years, they've devastated their world. Like they've destroyed an entire country. And it would be one thing if it was just like Mumbai, or it would be one thing if it was just one major city. It's not. Go anywhere in India and tell me it's like, actual living conditions. Mm-hmm. I'm going to pivot off this real quick because Poisonous Pinups is actually just a big question.
Yep.
He says, Steve and Nick, why did Elon say SpaceX owned Bitcoin and not Dogecoin? It was said it was taken for Doge 1. I'm sus now. The reason why SpaceX and Tesla do not own Dogecoin, well, that we know of, Doge 1 was a project that was created by the Geometric Energy Corporation. They funded that project. So SpaceX didn't get paid in Dogecoin. The Geometric Energy Corporation got paid in Dogecoin, who are funding the Doge 1 mission. So SpaceX didn't directly accept a payment in Dogecoin. The proprietor of that particular project did. So we'll see. I mean, the earnings report comes out on the 26th. We'll know. Maybe they hold Dogecoin, and Elon didn't say on the B word that Tesla or SpaceX owns Dogecoin. I don't expect it to be on there, but that would be a hilarious. We'll know. We'll know at least we'll know for Tesla on Monday. SpaceX isn't public, so we won't know for that. But
right,
that's the answer.
Yep. And we just had the CEO of the Geometric Energy Corporation on the show last week. So if you haven't watched that, I had both him and Ross Nickel on the same show, discussing in very deep depth and detail the Doge 1 project, along with a lot of other interesting things that the Geometric Energy Corporation is up to, including a gaming division that I didn't know even existed. So, and I did ask that CEO on the air how much Dogecoin was donated for the funding of Doge 1. He said that he wasn't at liberty to say in detail, but did say that it was a significant amount, to the tune of at least in the millions and worth of Doge. So that much we were able to learn about it. So yeah, it was. I can confirm with the CEO of the Geometric Energy Corporation that a significant amount of the chunk of funding for Doge 1 was funded by Dogecoin. So you can verify that, check that with the recent episode from a few nights ago with that CEO. So yeah. What do you say, Nick? So we are now seeing some solid signs of life, right? We are seeing Ethereum finally over $2,000 again, running well over $2,100 now. We are seeing Dogecoin hang out between 19 and 20 cents. Ethereum is about going on 34,000. So Doge is up 13% over the week. Bitcoin is up about a little over 7% for the week. Ethereum is up 13% for the week. Could this be the beginning of a big bull run?
Well, Stephen, like I mentioned on Miles' show, it's going to go one way or it's going to go the other. You know, I listen to Crypto Face a lot. He can be harsh, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He's a bear,
right?
You know, at this point, he sold back in May. He's doing some short trading right now when the opportunity presents itself. I think he's waiting for the big collapse to happen, and if he shorts that, you know, more power to him. He'll make $1 million, but it's going to go one way or it's going to go the other. Crypto Face seems to think that there's going to be another, you know, pump here that'll retest that 200 EMA in the next few days or in the next couple weeks, and then after that, it's over. So it remains to be seen. I mean, the markets seem to be coming back to life. There's I can't remember where it came from. There's a bit of a squeeze on shorts that's coming up pretty soon within Bitcoin. So that could play out. It was a very well-known financial institution that came out with this data. So I mean, we could see something like that play out here in the next few weeks. But it could be one massive bull trap, and the whole thing could collapse. I don't know. I really don't. This market is so freaking weird comparatively to previous bull cycles. So we'll see. I'm really interested to see. I would love for Elon to come out and get Tesla to re-accept Bitcoin. I think that would be a huge, contributing factor to the health of the markets overall. And pretty much all of his requirements have been met. So we'll see.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you think Elon is likely to announce a reestablishment of a relationship with Bitcoin and Tesla before Dogecoin or after?
I think he'll accept Bitcoin first.
Okay.
He basically said that on the B word too. He's like, we're going to accept Bitcoin again. Why wouldn't they? You know, they have so much. You know, it doesn't make sense. So, DogeRat says, Nick, what do you mean by after that it's over? I mean that if we make a retest at the 200 EMA and we can't break it, and it retests and gets rejected, then the probability of Bitcoin going to 13,000 is higher than it is going to 60,000, because that'll mark the third retest of the 200 EMA over this little correction period. Every time you knock on the door of something and you get rejected off it, it slows your momentum down more and more and more. If you retest the level 3 or 4 times, the probability of you getting rejected off that level and heading straight to the downside is higher than you would if to break through. I would love. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to be like a bear here and say that everything's going to zero. I'm not saying it's going to zero. I'm saying that at the stage we are at now, we have a higher probability of going down than we have of going up. That's not to say that's going to happen, but we really have to keep an eye on the markets in the next few weeks and few days to see what happens, because we're at a very pivotal point. We cannot keep trading sideways. It can't keep going this direction. It just can't. We're either going to go up or we're going to go down. We can't. It's going to be one or the other.
Yeah, I agree with your overall assessment there. It's not going to keep trading sideways. I guess if I had to put a percentage on up versus down, I would say 70% likelihood that the trajectory is going to be up. What do you say?
It's so funny because I'm the guy who's always screaming Doge to $1 by the end of the year. Right now, it's like 50-50. As far as like, are we out of, is the bull market over? I can't. If it was a standard bull run and everything went the way it did, 2 years ago,
yeah,
I'd be able to confidently say, yes, we're going down and this is what it's going to be. But we're not in that standard area. I don't feel like I'm 70% confident we're going to make it out. It's like I said, it's like for me, it's like 50-50. I have no freaking clue. And I don't think anybody else does either. That's another thing. I think the majority of crypto quantitative, like high level quantitative analysts, they don't have any clue. No one has a clue. And this is like the first time in crypto that anyone, the major like main key players, they're all just like scratching their heads. Like there's so many weird factors going on this time. It is impossible to say. I think everybody's just holding their breath and no one really knows.
Could you maybe expand a little bit on what you consider those weird factors to be?
Yeah, so I mean, like, look, the primary, one of the major factors that was contributing to Bitcoin hitting its all-time high, as we all know, was Tesla accepting Bitcoin and buying Bitcoin off of Coinbase. Now, what that created was a huge vacuum for other companies to get in the mix at the same time.
Right.
So these other corporations, like, essentially FOMO'd in with Tesla and accepting Bitcoin as payment or just keeping Bitcoin on their books.
Right.
And that's what we're seeing right now. That created a massive price wall at like $30,000, between $28,000 and $30,000. That's why we keep bumping off of this price wall, because so many major corporations bought in at that territory, and now anytime they see the price get down to there, they start buying again. So we're seeing this weird. This has never happened before. This is why it's so interesting. At the same time, massive, like, institutions, not corporations, but like major hedge funds, major investment companies started to buy into crypto at about the same time. So we've got big money now, which, by the way, big money has always controlled this, except for maybe in the early days. Big money has always controlled these crypto markets, but now there's so many big money players involved that nobody wants to take the hit and let the market fall out, because they all kind of bought in around the same period. And now, not only that, the big financial institutions are offering these cryptos to their customers now. Now, they're just starting to do this now. What would happen if you just got a brand new product, right? You've got a brand new product, you try to sell it to a 60 or 70-year-old person with a ton of money, and they don't know anything about it. You come into their office, you say, hey, I've got this new product. It's called cryptocurrency. They're like, great. How much does it cost? $30,000 for one share. They're like, well, that's way more than like Berkshire Hathaway. And they'll be, then you have to sell it. Well, yeah, but in 10 years it'll be worth like $200,000 or $1 million. When they go, well, I won't be alive then, so it doesn't really matter.
Right.
So they're stuck in this situation where they've bought this stuff. Now they need to sell it, and they're at a weird place where the price that they bought it at is kind of just where it was now. So it's very weird. A lot of weird factors. This is a weird bull cycle, and I hope it plays to the upside. I really do, but there's no telling.
Reassuring, but not, Nick. Guys, you're listening to Steven Steele Live. I am Steven Steele. I've been flanked with my co-host, DOGECOIN millionaire Nick Balls, and we've just been discussing a variety of things in relation to the market. If you're brand new here, I'd like to personally welcome you and to encourage you to subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Join our awesome community on our long-term ascension to the moon, Mars, and beyond. We'd love to have you. Also, if you feel compelled to super chat anytime throughout the rest of the broadcast, feel free to ask whatever questions you want there. That's obviously hugely appreciated for the time and efforts. So yeah, you're saying like a 50-50 chance as far as the direction the market goes from here.
Yeah, I think there's a 50% probability that Bitcoin is going to like 13K.
Wow. That being said, just to be clear for the audience, your perspective for your long-term holdings are still very optimistic, yeah?
Oh yeah, I'm not selling anything.
Yeah.
I'm not doing. Let me be clear. I am not doing anything right now. I'm not trading. I'm not swinging. I'm not day trading. I'm not doing crap right now. The market, this is very different. So if we look back to Dogecoin from, let's say, January to April.
Yes.
I had a period. Well, actually, it was from February to April. February to April, I had an opportunity to play this game where it would go up, then it would come down, then it would go up, then it would come down, then it would go up, then it would come down, then it was just going sideways so regularly that I could make so much money just doing that all day.
Right.
Right now, we are in a downtrend. If you look at where Bitcoin and where Dogecoin, where all these major top 10 cryptos, we are in a downtrend. We have been consistently breaking down, over since basically May. Since we hit all-time highs, we've been getting lower and lower and lower and lower. And I don't feel comfortable trading when I don't know how, trying to figure out how low it's going to go is hard. It's just like figuring out how high, it's easy, kind of easy to figure out how low it's going to go. It's a lot harder to figure out how high when it starts to rip. So right now, I am not doing a damn thing. I'm not buying, I'm not selling, I'm not doing anything. I'm just chilling.
Nice. Jason Huffman coming in with a $10 super chat. Thank you, Jason. Always appreciate you, man. Says thanks for the show. Thank you, my friend. And thanks for being a mod and a long-term supporter. Brian says exactly, said Nick, more eyes on it, more watching and buying. Doge has bought in so many buyers to the crypto game and institutions and retail investors. Yeah, I don't, without question, I would say that Dogecoin has single-handedly brought in more new buyers into the space than any other community. Wouldn't you say that's accurate, Nick?
Yeah, I mean, I think Dogecoin is a relatively safer investment long term than a lot of other cryptos out there.
Agree.
At least in the top 10. Just the initial cost, buy-in right now is 19 cents, 20 cents. It's the middle of the road money for the average man. I think there's a lot less risk in Dogecoin than there is in a lot of others. Anything in the top 10 I think is pretty safe. And I think Dogecoin is a great first crypto for people who are getting in now. And now would, kind of be a good time. I mean, if you got in a little bit high, if you got in because you FOMO'd into the bull run initially and you're in the 50 or 60, hopefully not 70 cent mark. I always tell people, if you're buying at all-time highs, you're doing the opposite of what you should be. But yeah, if you bought in high, is a perfect time to average down. I'm not doing anything. People have seen my trading account. I posted a picture of my trading account a few weeks back, like my day trading account.
Yes.
I've got, you know, 1 million Dogecoin on deck. I've got a little over a Bitcoin and a half. Got 10,000 Cardano on my day trading and like 40 or something Litecoin. I keep most of my Litecoin I keep on cold storage, but yeah, I mean, now's a good time if you're trying to figure it out, or just wait it out and see what happens. But either way, you know, don't fear into the market. Like, come in when it's stable.
Yeah. You know, something that I can't help but think about whenever we start discussing stuff like this, Nick, is, you know, you entered the market in 2014, and obviously you're gonna sell some along the way when it gets high enough. But I've seen a few people ask too, could you see yourself being a Dogecoin holder for another 7 years?
I mean, I've talked about this before. I'll probably hold at least 1 million Dogecoin for the rest of my life. But I have the luxury of being able to do that.
Right.
You know, obviously, listen. If Dogecoin in 25 years gets to $100, you better believe that last million is going. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. There's nothing that'll. I mean, I'll always be a member of the community, and I'll always be a part of the Doge army. I'll always be in the community to some extent. But there comes a when gains outweigh the clout of saying I've got 1 million of something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not here to just be like, I'm holding forever. I'm gonna hold my crypto till the day I die, because that's not an investment. That's a collector's item.
Right.
I don't think crypto is meant to be a collector's item. I think it's meant to be used and bought and sold and traded and used, and you buy things with, and make some of it you can cash out and make money. I think that's the whole point of this entire thing. So I'm not against selling. I pick my. I don't want to be leaving money on the table. So
fair enough.
I won't be selling my next million until we're close, at least through or close to $1.
Nice, fair enough. Frankie, I'm going to try to pronounce your last name. Guzikowski, right?
Polish.
Yeah. Nice Polish name. Frankie Guzikowski, Super Chat for $4.99. Thank you, Frankie. Appreciate it. Just accepted a job offer today. Wanted to celebrate the extra cash with you two boys and the community. Thanks for always being casual, funny, and kind. Thank you so much for the kind words, and thank you for tuning in. Yeah, I appreciate it, and good luck on your new job. I hope it's. We wish you much success and prosperity. So, we have some milestones to look forward to. The announcement of Dogecoin integration with Tesla. We've got the Doge 1 space expedition coming up. We've got those Robinhood wallets. I don't know if they're going to happen within the year.
I don't know if that'll ever happen.
Yeah. Some people are even getting a little foggy if that will ever happen now. But despite that, the Doge 1 space expedition and Tesla accepting Dogecoin should be anyway some fairly significant game changers for the market value of Dogecoin, etc. Now, Nick, in the past we saw obviously super significant explosion of market value and money surging into Bitcoin when Elon first announced a merger with Bitcoin and Tesla. What do you say? Have things changed significantly enough for when that happens for Dogecoin that it will be have significantly less of an impact, or about the same, or what do you think?
I think that Elon is a lot smarter than a lot of people give him credit for. A lot of people accuse him of being like a troll, or like having too much fun on the internet, whatever. This dude is a lot smarter than we think he is. By the way, when he changed his profile picture to those glasses,
yes,
that was technically speaking, from just a TA standpoint, that was exactly the right time to do that. Dogecoin had hit that very literal bottom, and it was at a pinch point where it was either going to get rejected or shoot up, and he nailed that timing perfectly. I cannot imagine he did that just randomly. Like, he did that at a very specific time. He is very well aware of what time is the best time. And I'm fairly confident that Dogecoin and Tesla will integrate at some point, and I can almost guarantee you that it'll be at the perfect time. My mom used to tell me, I've, like, a lot of people in my family have got anxiety, and they, like, the women especially, like, they're always worried and panicking and all this stuff. It's so funny because they give me this advice, and it's like, everything works out the way it should. And that's what will happen with Dogecoin. I can't tell you how, or I can't tell you when, but I can tell you that Dogecoin will work out the way that it should. And I'm confident enough to be holding over 10 million of these things and not selling right now. So if I can be confident, anyone can.
Yeah, really well stated there, and a point that I often make here, and one that I made on Miles' show earlier this evening, where if you feel yourself getting a bit too nervous, look no further than multi-Dogecoin millionaire Nick Balls, who has been holding positions since 2014. And you've been pretty cool as a cucumber, despite all the topsy-turviness of the market that we've seen over the last year. Have you always been that way in terms of your demeanor in relation to cryptocurrency?
Well, I didn't pay attention to crypto for 7 years, so I guess unintentionally, yeah. But I've always been a laid-back guy. I think that's why my girlfriend and I work out so well. She's kind of like...
pretty chill, too?
No, she's not.
Oh, okay. So you balance each other out.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
And she's not like a crazy woo girl or anything. She literally doesn't. She's a bartender. She doesn't drink.
Right.
So, but she is like fiery. I'm not. I'm like a chill dude. Like, kind of, I used to be a surfer for many years. I really am the epitome of go with the flow. And crypto is possibly the greatest financial tool for going with the flow. And as soon as you start trying to buck that trend of being so worried about the little day-to-day like craziness, dude, I sold those million coins, and I that was like one of my biggest, like, oh my god, did I screw up? I was like in a 2-week-long panic attack about that. That was like one of the first shows we did. I was in like this 2-week-long panic, and I was like, wait a minute, what do I care? Like, I've got millions of these things. What am I worried about?
Yeah.
So, you just got to take a step back and be like, you know what? It doesn't. Ultimately, in the end, it really doesn't matter. So, yeah, go with the flow.
Go with the flow. Good Zen-like advice from Dogecoin millionaire Nick Balls, and I would echo that sentiment as well. Sometimes it's good, guys, not to even look at your portfolio for a few days, honestly, particularly if there's a downturn. If your investments are in, let's say, predominantly in top 10 cryptos, sometimes it's best just not to even look for a little while. And there's a good chance if you do that, your portfolio will be pretty close, if not right where it was valued at before you started freaking out about it.
Don't look at it for 7 to 10 years, and you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, especially if you got the discipline to do that, my goodness, you'll be ecstatic, I'd imagine. It's absolutely ecstatic, I imagine. Let's see. Was there anything else in your mind tonight, Nick? I was going to make this one a bit of a shorter stream tonight.
Yeah, no, I'm all good. I'm kind of tired, a little hungry. Might go get something to eat.
Yeah, and plus we did double duty tonight on Miles' show as well. So I think we're going to put a cap on this one, guys, for the night. Those of you who are brand new to the channel, I just invite you to subscribe and join. I stream a show nearly nightly, you guys, and would just love to have you synced up with our vision here in the community. And so, yeah, Nick and I are cutting it a little short tonight because we just got off a show with Miles before this. And anyway, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for joining Nick and I tonight. This was a good time. I hope you guys got something out of it and help spread the word about the channel and the community that we're building here. If you know anyone else that would, I don't know, that you think would dig this channel and dig this content, feel free to pass it along. Until then, we wish you all the best. Until next time, and it won't be long, this is Steven Steele and Nick Balls signing out.